Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to our star ratings for Bash in Berlin. Less than 24 hours. We are filming this from the show actually going down out there in Berlin.
I mean, technically, we're shooting this less than 24 hours before the show even started.
We're going to be, those other guys, Larson, are going to be deep into September by the time they get theirs up. Ours are fresh. We feel that's the only way we can compete with those other guys.
Well, not just compete. Best them.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
We
best them.
We don't have the legacy.
No.
But we can get these up as quickly as possible. Relevancy. That's where we can succeed.
Yeah. Anyways, 5-match card.
Yes.
So where would you like to start?
At the beginning. Let's start with Cody Rhodes defending that WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
They don't call it Universal anymore. I don't think there's Universal on that anymore.
You know, I feel like sometimes they say WWE Undisputed, sometimes it's WWE Universal, sometimes it's just WWE Championship.
I like that LA Knight just decided to say fuck it and started calling it the WWE Championship, and everybody fell in line behind that for a while.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's the shortest name. Anyways, we'll talk about that match. Steve, what'd you give this one?
I really enjoyed this match. I thought from a storyline perspective, it was probably the meatiest match we've had from Cody Rhodes' title reign since he bested the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, the OTC.
Put your ones up for your Tribal Chief, Steve.
I put it up for the OTC specifically. I've got the 1,316-day belt, Larson. Anyways.
I'm aware.
4 stars, man. Oh, that moment where Kevin Owens observed that knee, and he was like, whoa, this son of a bitch, this politician, this scumbag politician, can't trust him. And then he targets the knee, but he can't bring himself to drop the apron powerbomb. He can't flip that switch to be the mean son of a bitch that he was back when he was winning titles, when he was destroying John Cena in his main roster debut. I loved it. I thought the storytelling was great. Thought it was an awesome story beat. 4 stars.
I'm not too far off. I gave it 3 3/4. We knew Cody was winning. A little bit lack of drama. We called basically every story beat that happened in this match on the SmackDown recap. That doesn't make it a bad match by a stretch of the imagination. Just kind of bereft of surprises, per se. It got by on the performance mainly of Kevin Owens. He carried, from a storyline perspective, this match. A great performance from Kevin Owens. A really good all-around match. Just a little under 4 stars for me. Maybe I'll give it 3.825 stars.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. It's tried. This is where we start lagging behind those other guys.
No,
There's
man.
the system, man.
No, we got to make ours
You
even
just
more
said
granular.
Maybe we'll give it this. What definitive, Larson?
All right, officially 3 3/4.
Okay.
Under further consideration, Larson's personal scale, 3.825.
You muddied the waters, my friend.
Not
What's
at all.
next?
Let's talk about the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill defeating Unholy Union to get those titles back. A really good match. It stuck to the tried and true formula of WWE tag matches, where Bianca, that's my look, but I'll let it pass this time, where Bianca gets isolated for what feels like 15 minutes, gets the hot tag, and a few minutes later, new tag champions. That being said, it did that relatively well, and they did something in this match, all 4 participants, that I don't see often enough in WWE tag matches, where they kind of mess with the person on the apron a little bit on the team that's on the losing end in that situation. Not as much as like a Prime Revival match, but credit to Unholy Union for at least trying to distract or get Jade off that apron when Bianca's looking for that hot tag. I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought it was a really solid bout.
3.5?
Yeah.
Wow. Just under the Cody match? Wow. I gave this 2 1/4.
Wow.
It was formulaic as fuck. It's the same thing every time. Just isolate the other person, cut the... There's got to be other stories you can tell in tag team
I feel
wrestling.
like Steve's going to go on a stretch of just giving WWE tag matches specifically just really low ratings.
Tell a new story.
Yeah, I know.
Tell a new story. Like, why is it the only story that you can tell in tag team wrestling is isolate one? Look, I love Bianca. I love Jade. I think the Unholy Union are in ring are really, really terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious that they're protecting Jade. She's still coming along in terms of like the in-ring stuff, and that's fine. You can get by in superstar appeal for me. I love that shit. But yeah, man, you know, I thought that the finish, you know, I'll give it 2.5. My official is 2.5.
2.5.
Because I thought that the last sequence after the hot tag, which I hate hot tags, and I love Bianca. This is no better or worse than any other hot tag I've ever seen.
This is not a slight to any of the competitors in this match. It's the tropes.
They're not bringing anything new to it.
No.
Nobody's bringing anything new to this.
Not really.
Like,
that's why you got to
appreciate.
You got to appreciate based on what you're given, and not this.
I don't though. What I'm giving.
The performers' control.
Get out of here.
It's producers putting these matches together.
Yeah, I could produce this match. All right, you're going to be isolated for the majority of this match. You're the bad guys. You're going to isolate her for the majority of this match. Then you hot tag, and then here's 3 minutes of a good finish. The finish was fine. The finish was good, but like, I'm tired of these tag matches, man.
All right,
I'm tired of them.
a lot of 2.5 star ratings from Steve for tag matches.
Yeah, you are.
Go for it. Except maybe the one coming up later on. I feel like you can give that one a higher score.
Same thing every time.
Yeah, it kind of is. But I thought the performance of the same thing was pretty decent. Let's move on to the strap match. Drew McIntyre losing to CM Punk after CM Punk touched 4 turnbuckles. Steve, what'd you give this one?
I gave this 3.5 stars. It's goofy. It's absolutely goofy. And 3.5 stars is a good rating, by the way. But it's goofy as all get out. The 4 corners aspect of things. I am very, very appreciative that CM Punk put in an incredibly physical performance. Him and Drew have really great chemistry in the ring together. I'm looking forward to Hell in a Cell if they take this there, because I understand Hell in a Cell is by its very nature, a gimmick match, but it's really not. It's just a cage match. And so you've got 2 guys, no personality in the ref. You know, I don't think they're going to no contest this stuff like they did with The Fiend, and then before that with Braun Strowman, Brock, and Roman. But yeah, man, like, I'm just looking forward to these guys getting into a match and fighting for who can score a damn pin and not have to worry about any of the outside shenanigans. I thought the SummerSlam match was perfectly enjoyable. I thought this was entertaining, but let's face it, with a heavy injection of absurdity. And I can't add stars to a match based on absurdity. I can simply be entertained by it. I don't know if they could have brought drama to this match, which is largely where my stars come into play. The drama, the tension. You know, I even figured, you know, on the outcome. We both figured on the outcome of this one with CM Punk winning. So yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars. I'm actually dogging the match for the star rating that I gave it. I probably should have given a lower star rating, but I was entertained by it. So 3.5 stars.
I did give it a lower star rating, 3.25. I don't like the gimmick of the 4-corner strap match. Don't think it has a whole lot of drama to it. Maybe there has been 4-corner strap matches where
you don't think this is drama?
No, it's not. No,
they really maybe if they, and then the light stopped working at the end. Maybe they should have put some GoPros on the cameras so you see this.
I know. See, you know how close in centimeters someone might be to touching that turnbuckle only to be denied. No drama. And, you know, maybe it's perhaps an unfair comparison, but they're strap matches, so I'm going to make a comparison nonetheless. You got this match, which they kicked up the level of violence as compared to their SummerSlam bout. But you compare this match to, like, Bryan Danielson versus Ricky Starks. That's the first time those 2 guys had ever been in the ring together. Mm-hmm. And that felt like the culmination of a blood feud. Yeah. With tons of drama. Mm-hmm. You know, that's, in my mind, that's how strap matches are supposed to go. Or you can go back to Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. They had a really good strap match.
They did.
I don't remember touching turnbuckles being involved in that one. Those are just 2 examples of strap matches that are physical and violent, and you feel the intensity of the feud. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and I actually enjoyed the over-reliance on the bracelet in the first match because I felt like it was a through line. This was just, hey, we're going to beat the hell out of each other. Is Punk going to be distracted by the bracelet this time? Not as much. He wins and gets the bracelet. Like, what else does Punk really need at this point? He doesn't need to fight Drew again.
Oh, yeah. Well, Drew will, you know.
Yeah, Drew will make a
in his mind, he doesn't, because he's already talking about going off the world title.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
saying. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it fine enough. I thought it was entertaining. But yeah, the goofiness of it sort of sucks some of the drama out.
You got that right, buddy. Let's talk Terror Twins defeating Judgment Days, Dom Mysterio, Liv Morgan. I thought this was the most fun match on the card. It was chaotic. There was tons of intensity, especially Rhea Ripley. As soon as she walked through that curtain, she was looking to wreck somebody. Yep. And it showed, and she carried that energy throughout the match. Damian Priest is right there with the intensity. Liv and Dom, they did their part just about as perfect as you can want. You know, I have this here initially 3 3/4. I'll bump up to 4 stars. I thought this match was tons of fun.
This is the first one where our Kachras aligned. I put it at 4 stars as well. Goes to show, tag team wrestling can be thrilling and a lot of fun and entertaining, and it can have me guessing, oh, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Because in this match, they didn't rely on that same old boring trope. Look, they might have done some bits where the one side of the ring was isolated. They get them in the corner, and then you get but if they did, I didn't notice it because there was so much other entertaining stuff going on in this match. It wasn't the same old.
Half the women's tag match was Bianca getting isolated.
It was.
Yeah.
In this match, there was a lot more tagging in and out, maybe by virtue of the fact that it's mixed tag. And when somebody tags, you have to get out of there because the other person has to get in. And that's fine. But whatever the situation was, this was highly entertaining. And yeah, seeing Rhea out there giving her character 110% the entire time was just so much fun to watch. She is incredible. You cannot take your eyes off her. Her and Damian have just such wonderful chemistry, as does Dom and Liv. Just a really, really fun match. I thought about docking it a little bit because of just how cartoonish the rest of Judgment Day comes off. They really need to add something to Judgment Day.
Wins. That's what they need to add. Judgment Day wins.
Well, somebody that can help them get them there, because you know this current iteration just seems like Finn's supposed to be their top male guy.
Hapless.
And he doesn't really help the situation much.
No, not too much. Let's talk main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. You had Gunther successfully retaining his title against Randall Keith Orton. Steve, what'd you give this one?
I thought it was, it's funny because I've noticed a lot of the discourse both on social media, in our comments over at WrestleJuice. Some people saying this is a slow, plodding, boring-ass match. Some people saying this is a match of the year contender. I sort of go, I gave it 4 1/4 stars. I thought that for 34 minutes, these guys entertained. Probably could have done in about 25 minutes the same match. There were moments when Randy Orton looked like he was moving shit in his garage. But that being said, man, these guys really... This match, definitively no need for anything else between these two guys. You know, you had that King of the Ring match where it was like, oh man, you know, the shoulder, whatever. This match right here was all the match you needed between these two guys. A killer performance from both guys, especially Randy Orton, who at his age still able to do this stuff. I thought even the theatrics behind it, Randy Orton's entrance, it was Roman Reigns-esque. They had that fancy camera out there, looked like $1 million. He was giving it his all. And of course, Gunther is Gunther. I think he's got a floor of 4 stars. So yeah. The length probably docked this down. Maybe would have gone 4.5 if they would have chopped some time off of it. But man, both these guys just killed themselves in that ring, and you got to respect the hell out of that. So I gave it 4 1/4 stars.
I didn't go quite that high. I thought the King of the Ring match they had, barring the finish, was Randy's attempt to wrestle a Gunther match. This was Gunther wrestling a Randy Orton match. In terms of the meticulous pace, the deliberate pace. It was long. They took their time with every story beat, maximizing the sell of every move. And either you appreciate that approach to storytelling or you kind of don't. And I think that people who appreciate the really meticulous, deliberate pace and deliberate selling of every single thing would really appreciate this match. People who want a little more concise storytelling? Maybe not. Like you, I fell somewhere in the middle. There was parts of this match that I really liked, but there were some parts I was like, all right, let's get this thing moving a little bit. 35 minutes, I don't know if it necessarily needed that much time to tell the story they told. But they did go out there. They did both bust their ass, beat the hell out of each other. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't think it was as entertaining as their King of the Ring bout, which, again, I felt like was Randy wrestling a Gunther-style match.
It's a good point. One of the reasons why Gunther is just absolutely one of my favorite in-ring guys is because he can adapt anybody else's type of match, and it's compelling, and it's really, really good. You're right. This is a slow, meticulous match. You could call it plodding, whatever you want to call it, which is a typical Randy Orton thing. And 9 times out of 10, and with anybody else, you're not going to get something as entertaining as this. In my eyes, I thought this was incredibly entertaining, and that's a Gunther thing. You know, that guy just, whatever he does, it always makes sense. There's always that sense of realism to it. And that's the best that for me, for my money, that's the best kind of stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't disagree. Anything else to say about WWE tag matches before we call it a day here?
They gotta find a way to mix it up.
You know, now
man.
that you talked about it more, I might drop the women's tag match to 3 1/3 stars.
You couldn't have just said 3 1/4, dude.
Well,
like it's Sunday. We're trying to have like a good day.
You could have a good day. What's keeping you
now
having a good
it's
day? I
ruined.
know you're gonna go dress up as John Cena. You're gonna have a great time today.
At SAC Anime, but the entire time.
Why are you worried about
time?
about what fraction of stars I'm giving a match?
The entire time it's gonna be on my head. It's like that son of a bitch. 3 1/4, 3 1/3.
How about
Not 3
this? I'll go down to
1/4.
3 1/3 if you go up to 2 2/3.
No. That doesn't. No, that makes things worse. That makes things worse now. Now you made my day even worse. It was already bad. Now you made it worse. Heading into my birthday weekend too.
Well, you got about a week before that. Come on. You'll forget about this later today.
Hey, listen, man. I know we just dropped our star ratings. We want to know what your star ratings are. Let us know. I'm trying to get that corner. Larson.
Oh, you're reaching for the corner.
Trying
That's
to
what
hit
you're
the
doing.
corner. Yeah, but give us your star ratings in the comments below. Leave us your comments. Hit that subscribe button, notify bell, and that thumbs up. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye. Reach for that corner, Steve. Get that corner.